Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I'm Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. This will be a video for the hometown crowd, which means, yes, it will be completely infuriating. Are we going to talk about another gun law? We're not going to actually talk about a gun law. What we are going to do is talk about a concept that we routinely discuss here at Washington Gun Law, which is, why is it that everyone in Olympia hates us so much? And I don't know whether they hate us, but do they hate our lifestyle? They absolutely positively do. And that's why they're trying to make large portions of it illegal. I'm going to show you another example of just how much they hate the citizens of Washington. And in this case, it's going to be all citizens, whether you're conservative, liberal, male, female, gay, straight, doesn't matter. If you're a citizen of Washington State, you're going to the back of the line. Don't believe me? I'm going to show you a bill that does exactly that in the Washington State Legislature right now, and it's already passed out of one of the two houses. So today, let's spend a few minutes and let's talk about proof once again, Washington, your state hates you. So today we're trying to figure out just how effective is StopBox, and the best way to test that is to put it to test with some of our nation's youngest and brightest kids, college kids. So with the help of Gun Law Junior there behind the camera, we got some of our local kids who are home for Christmas break. Let's see how they do. Okay, so why don't you give me your first name, your university, and what you're studying in?
Yeah, Herbert, UW, engineering, civil.
Eugene, studying computer science at Cal State Fullerton.
My name's Milton, I'm at WSU and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Sheldon, UW, quantum physics.
Dude, what's going on here?
You told me to get college kids.
I said college kids. I didn't say engineering majors. I meant like soc, psych, poli-sci, something like that. What's going on?
Science is what I could get.
You need to hang out with dumber friends. All right, gentlemen, this is how this is going to work today. I have here $500. Okay, and that'll buy you a lot of beer or pizza or whatever the heck it is you guys spend your money on. One of you gets into this box, the money's yours. Have fun.
I don't know, man, we give up.
You guys are giving up, huh?
Yep, sir.
Really? Okay, well, looks like I get to keep the money, but thanks for being here, guys.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Sheldon, I read that paper you did about variability of measurements in quantum physics.
Oh, yeah?
So, man. StopBox. Protect your family while protecting your family. Okay, Washington, we're talking about Senate Bill 5103, which I will point out has already passed out of the Senate and now is over to the House. So it theoretically has already passed out of the grown-up table and is heading to the kids' table now. Never, ever a good thing. This bill would amend RCW 9.94A.885. What the heck is that statute? We've never talked about it here before. That's right. That is the statute that establishes the governor's board for pardons and clemency and things like that, and then also sets up the legislative rules and the procedural mechanisms for how that board works with the governor to determine whether or not he's going to grant an act of clemency or an act of pardoning. And just so we're clear, if you commute a person's sentence, that means the conviction remains. They just don't have to serve any more of their time. If you pardon them, however, it absolutely wipes the slate clean as if it did not even happen. Now, here's what they're trying to do with this bill, and they're going to do it because it's already passed out of the Senate, so it's going to pass out of the House, it's going to end up at the governor's desk, he's going to sign it, okay? What they're basically saying is, hey, listen, any illegal immigrant, especially those that might be facing deportation, yeah, they go to the front of the line, okay? We're going to get them to the front of the line so we can commute their sentences or pardon them outright or whatever. And the reason they want to do that, of course, is that one of the criteria that the Trump administration claims they are using to figure out who the first ones out of here are going to be those that have been convicted of a crime. So this would allow the state of Washington to wipe the state clean for a undocumented person or whatever you want to call them. I call them illegal immigrants that are here in Washington state, wipe the slate clean so that they no longer have a criminal conviction. Somehow or another, the state believes that that will then make it so that Tom Homan and ICE doesn't want to deport them. It would not change their status. Okay, now the statute's a very short statute, and the bill itself is actually pretty brief. So we're going to link it up down below so you don't have to take our word for it. You can geek out on it for yourself. But there are two new sections that are going to be added to RCW 9.94A.885. The first one reads as follows. If a petitioner indicates in the petition an urgent need for the pardon or commutation, including, but not limited to, a pending deportation order or deportation proceeding, the board shall consider expedited review of the application. But if you're just a plain old Washington state resident who maybe needs one of these acts because, well, you need to clear a background check to get a job, you actually want to qualify to purchase a firearm because your life is in danger or anything like that, hey, you just wait your turn. But if your very presence in the state is illegal in nature, you're going to go to the front of the line. And then just to make sure that we understand what the purpose of all of this is, the other section that's going to be added to the statute would read, an applicant is eligible for pardon, commutation, or restoration of civil rights without regard to his or her immigration status. So, Washington, your state Senate has already passed a bill that basically is going to prioritize an extreme privilege that's given by the governors of the states. And in this case, unfortunately, it's Bob Ferguson in the state of Washington. But basically, if you're going to be asking for an act of commutation, an act of pardon, any act of clemency whatsoever, and you're just a plain old Washington state resident, well, you go ahead and take a number and sit down. It's going to be like sitting at the DMV or DOL. But if you're here illegally, good news, you get to hop in the express lane and go right to the front of the line. The bill again is Senate Bill 5103. As I mentioned, it's already passed out of the Senate. It's sitting in the House. This thing is moving right along. We'll link it up below so that you can geek out on it for yourself. If you got any other questions about this or anything else related to this or anything else related to Washington State right now, you should know how to get a hold of Washington gun law by now. But if you don't, that's okay. That information is right down there in the description box. If you got an idea for a video we should be doing around here, you click on that link and tell us all about it. If you want to subscribe to the monthly newsletter, that information is down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everybody remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.